Good morning, Sanya. Thank you again for being with me today. So, this is a 30-minute short sequence focusing on back bends. So, a lot of the postures that we have are back bends, and we mainly focus on opening our hearts and bring awareness to our spine. And the primary focus of back bend is to bring in full movement of our breath and energy into the front of our body. So we'll be also doing some twist, just little, and side bending, because that's also the range of movements of the spine. So I'll just put the timer. Sorry, I forgot to put the timer on. And let's begin with sitting position, supported Virasana. So if you grab a block, placing underneath your sitting bones, okay? And bring your knees onto the mat, the front of the knees, tops of the feet closer to your hips. Okay, and we're just here tapping into our body and how it feels this morning or towards the end of the day for me. So just making sure you are going to move mindfully, and if you have any feeling or pain on your knees, feel free to put cushions underneath them. Okay, so bring the hands onto the knees, palms facing up, roll your shoulders down, and just sit up straight from your pelvis up to the crown of your head. Close your eyes. Just finding this moment to connect with our mind and body. Bringing awareness to our breath. Start to deepen your inhalation and exhalation. Feeling the belly with air expanding the chest. And exhale through the nose, emptying the tummy. And relax, release any tension out from the body. Take a few more inhalation and exhalation on your own pace. Just finding that stillness in your mind as well. Clearing thoughts from your head. Just focusing on this present moment. Maybe taking this moment to set up your intention for this practice or for today in general. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and we bring our arms up over our head. Start to lengthen from the sides of the body. Inhale and exhale, release. Bring the hands down. Now bring the arms behind you, clasp your hands, like interlacing your fingers. Start to roll your shoulders up, back, and down, opening the chest. Maybe look up. Focusing on opening the chest here and slight arch on the lumbar or the lower back, but not too much. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Release the hands, remove the block, set it aside, and we go ahead onto our cat and cow pose, Salabhasana. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we go ahead and bring our belly down, opening the chest. Maybe look up or look forward. Inhale. Exhale, bringing our back towards the ceiling. Maybe look on your navel. Pushing the floor away to open that upper back. And inhale into cow pose, opening the chest. Slight arch on the lower back. Exhale to cat pose. Just warming up the spine. Do it on your own pace, maybe 3 more. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale into cat pose. Last one, inhale and exhale. Back to tabletop, neutral position. We're going to reach our left arm up, torso, and then slowly bring the left arm, slide it in underneath your chest, thread the needle pose. Towards the right side, bring your head, your shoulders down, and whatever you want to position your right arm here, maybe you bring your right hand next to your ear, over your head, or just next to your face. Keep pressing on the mat and opening the chest, or maybe rotate your arms, bring your back of the hand towards the left hip or the waist. It's completely up to you. Just 5 to 10 breaths here. On your own pace. Feeling your lower back, your mid back, and your shoulder, left shoulder opening. Breathe in on your belly, onto the side body. And we're going to slowly release, slide your right hand back next to your face, press onto the mat, slowly lift your upper body and lift your left arm up, and then back to tabletop. And we move on to the next side. Right arm reach up towards the side, and then slowly bring it, slide it in underneath your chest. Towards the left, bring your head and your shoulder down, and your left arm either straight forward or next to your face, opening the chest, or bring it behind you, hook it on to your right hip. And just breathe here for 5 to 10 breaths. Bring awareness to your spine. Feel the stretch onto the left side body. You can feel the stretch near the muscles near underneath your armpits as well. Maybe closing your eyes. Just focusing on your breath. And we're going to slowly release. Slide your left hand next to your face. Press up, lift your upper body. And then right arm reaching up. Then back to tabletop position. We're going to do downward facing dog. Slide your arms slightly forward, just about a foot. Activating your toes. And then lift your knees. Engaging your core as well here. Start to push yourself up. Sending the hips towards the skies and chest towards the thighs. Keep bending onto your knees. This is the first downward facing dog. Maybe bring the heel, one heel at a time down to stretch the hamstring as well. Keep pressing onto the mat, opening your upper back, shoulders away from your ears, and breathe here. And when you're ready, walk your feet towards the front of the mat onto Ardha Uttanasana, halfway fold, bending your knees. Slowly come up to Tadasana, mountain pose, reaching your arms up over your head. And exhale, bring the hands down to your heart center. Inhaling to reach the arms up once more over the head. And from here, we're going to do side bend. So lengthen from the side body. Inhale. And exhale, side bend to the right. Making sure that you're opening your chest. You're not leaning forward. You're not leaning back. Inhale. And exhale, release back to center. Lengthen once more. Inhale, keep reaching up. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Inhale here. And exhale, release back to center. Inhale, bring the arms down and just relax here for a few moments. Bring the hands facing the thighs. Feeling the four corners of your feet. And then we're going to do Anjenayasana. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, dive forward for Uttanasana, forward fold. Lower your head down, bending your knees. Inhale into Ardha Uttanasana, halfway fold. Exhale to forward fold once more. Inhale, right foot step back. Lower your right knee down. And bring awareness onto your left leg, making sure that your knee and your ankles are in line. Now bring your hands onto your waist. Slowly lift your upper body. Tailbone down. Legs squeezing into the midline. So really engaging your legs here. Now bring your arms up. Inhale over your head. And maybe clasping the fingers, except these four fingers. Just doing like this. Okay. And then we're going to slightly bend our lower back. Not so much. If you're feeling a little pain on your lower back. If this is difficult for you, maybe release your hands and then bring the arms behind you, grabbing your elbows instead. Or maybe clasping your hands behind and just roll your shoulders back and down like what we did the first time when we are on a Virasana pose. It's completely up to you. Feel the engagement on your legs as well. Opening the chest and a little back bend. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Slowly move mindfully. Bring your hands next to your foot, your left foot. Straighten your right leg. Bring the left leg and then come onto high plank, Palakasana. Shift forward. Bring your knees onto the mat and slowly exhale. Front of the body onto the mat. We're gonna do baby cobra here. So bring your wrist just slightly next to your chest. Elbows into the midline. Shoulders are ready to open and the chest. Inhaling, keep the elbows bent, legs engaged, and open the chest. Look forward. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale, release. Inhale, open the chest. Baby cobra. And exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Keep your elbows bent, squeezing into the midline. Open the chest. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Bring yourself to tabletop and slowly do just a little bit of a child's pose on your knees, on your toes. Lengthen from the sides of the body. And then slowly transition to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sending your hips up, opening the upper back, shoulders away from your ears. Maybe one heel at a time to open or stretch the hamstrings here. And when you're ready, bring your right foot to the front of the mat. Lower your left knee down and untuck the toes or keep your left toe untucked. It's up to you. Now the position of your arms, it's completely up to you. Just making sure that your right knee and right ankles are in line. Squeezing the legs into the midline. Slowly bringing your arms up or behind you. Couple variations for the arms. Bringing your chest up and open, slight arch onto the lower back, and an Anjenayasana, a little back bend variation of Anjenayasana, low lunge. Focusing on your breath here. Inhale and exhale, release the hands down. Straighten your left leg. Right leg slide back into high plank. Inhale. Shift your weight forward. Bring your knees down. Exhale, bring everything down onto the mat. We're gonna do Salabhasana or locust pose. There are a few variations of the arms here. So the classic one, or A, is when you bring your arms towards the sides. So the hands are next to your hips, palms facing up. Start to engage your legs, your hamstrings, to stretch that hip and keep your legs internally rotated. So engagement is really the cue here for the legs as well to help you lift your upper body. Now start to bring your shoulders down away from your ears. And inhale, slowly lift the chest. Maybe you stay here for beginners. Or start to lift your legs off the mat. And you can feel the weight on your belly. Feeling that your lower back is a little bit in extension as well, your upper back as well. Exhale, release. Let's do it 2 more times. So there's another variation of the arms here. Either you place your hands next to your chest, just like cobra, or you can again clasp your hands Behind you, opening the shoulders, and start to inhale, lift your chest, opening the chest, and bring your legs up. Extending your legs, use your hamstrings, use the muscles on the back to help you extend your spine. Breathe here, and exhale, release, lower down. Bring your arms on the side and just relax here for a few moments. Breathing in and out, feel the belly. And whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, come onto tabletop, and slowly to child's pose on your knees and on your toes. Just fully stretch the back and the side body, and slowly transition to downward facing dog. When you're ready, walk your feet towards the front of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway fold. Straighten your legs, flatten your back, long neck. And bending your knees, slowly come up to Tadasana, mountain pose, reaching your arms up over your head. Palms together to touch. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. And from here, we're going to step our right foot towards the back of the mat. Bring the toes facing the right side. So now you're facing forward. So let's just keep it that way. So all the toes facing forward. On a wide-legged stance, we're going to do Prasarita Padottanasana, or a wide-legged forward fold. So bring your hands onto your waist. Engage your legs here. Engage the muscles of your foot to really keep you in place and stability. Inhale and exhale. Start to fold from your hips, bringing your chest parallel to the mat. Maybe bring the fingertips onto the mat for a halfway fold on a wide-legged stance, or maybe placing the hands onto the block. And from here, we inhale once more and exhale. Try to fold forward, lower your head down. We don't want to force our body to go all the way down if you can't, especially if the hamstrings are tight. And if you feel the need to maybe micro bend your knees a little, you can. Feeling the stretch onto the hamstrings and feeling that your back is lengthening from your lower back up to the crown of your head. Feeling that blood flowing into your head as well. Breathe here. And bend the knees a little. Come up to halfway fold. Hands onto your waist and slowly come up to standing. Okay. So this time we're going to do Prasarita Padottanasana C. So interlace our fingers behind us. Roll our shoulders back and down. And then try to fold forward. So fold from your hips and slowly bringing our arms over the back of our head. Only if you can. Only if your shoulders have the mobility to do it so. Otherwise, maybe grabbing the elbows instead. Opening the chest, shoulders away from the ears. It's like a little bit of a depression. So we're not elevating the shoulders, we're bringing it down. Breathe here. to slowly come up, bend your knees, and slowly release your hands as well on the side. And come back to the front of the mat, Tadasana. Bring the hands in front of your heart center. And from here, we're going to bring our hands up over our head, inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down, dive forward for your Uttanasana. Bending your knees if it's still hamstrings are tight. Inhaling into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale into high plank Balasana. Bring your toes towards the back of the mat. Keep pressing on to your fingers, onto your hands, sorry. Shift forward a little. Bring the knees down and chest down, belly down onto the mat. From here, we're going to try our full cobra. So wrists are next to your chest, elbows into the midline, feeling the engagement on the muscles next or surrounding your ribs. Okay, to keep your shoulders down as well. Inhale, slowly bring the chest, the belly, keeping the pelvis onto the floor. Shoulders down, opening the chest, look forward. Feel the engagement onto your hamstrings. Stretching the hips, extending your knees. And maybe try to bend the knees. So the back of the knees are going towards the back. And bring the knees down, slowly release. We can try Dhanurasana or bow pose. Bring the arms onto the side. Start to bend the knees. So again, the back of the knees are going towards the back. Grab the outer parts, the tops of the feet. Grab the tops of the feet. So start pulling your hands towards the back to open the chest. The weight is on the belly, on the pelvis. The legs are engaged, the glutes are engaged. Inhale and exhale, release. Now, if that version is difficult for you, we can try to put blocks in front of us, only if you have, and also a cushion. Otherwise, you can do 2 more of Dhanurasana. Okay? Depending on your flexibility. This is only for beginners. So try 2 more of Dhanurasana bow pose. So for beginners, placing the blocks in a cushion on the belly, arms onto the side, start to bend the knees, back of the knees towards your back, grab the tops of the feet, and the tops of the feet will help you pull your hands towards the back to open the chest. Look forward and breathe here. And slowly release. And let's do 1 more to really feel our back extended here. For intermediate and advanced students, hands next to your chest. Slowly lift yourself up. Bring the arms onto the side. Bend the knees. Grab the tops of the feet. Tops of the feet, pulling the hands. Maybe lifting your knees off the mat. Feel the chest opening. Breathe here. And slowly release. Bring the arms onto the side, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your legs as well. And just be here for a few moments, relaxing your lower back as well. When you're ready, take a child's pose. Lift yourself up. Widen the distance of your knees. Toes to touch. Sit on your heels. Arms straight forward. Lower your head down. Feel the stretch onto your lower back as well. 5 to 10 breaths. And we're moving on to our last 3 postures for today. Whenever you're ready, lay down on your back. And we prepare for bridge pose, Setu, Bandha, Sarvangasana. Relaxing your shoulders, your back, your lower back, and your sit bones. Bring the hands next to your hips. Bring the heels towards your hips. So if you're able to touch your heels with your fingertips, that's the distance that we want to make. And then engaging your legs here, squeezing into the midline as we lift our hips up, okay? So I want you to focus on your shoulders, down onto the mat. Bring your belly in towards the spine so you really feel your lower back on the mat as well. And start to lift your hips or your pelvis towards the ceiling. Again, legs engaged into the midline, squeezing in. It feels like you have a block in between them, which is also a good idea for beginners. Please feel free to place a block, squeeze the block with your legs, feel your glutes engage and your hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. And slowly release, one vertebra at a time. Bring the hips down. Let's do one more. Shoulders down to the mat, belly in towards the spine. Squeeze your legs into the midline. And slowly bring your hips up. So for beginners, this is what I meant. Putting a block in between the legs. Bring the hips up, legs engage. If you want to open your shoulders once more, clasp your hands behind you, underneath your hips, and roll your shoulders down. And slowly lift yourself up once more, bringing the chest towards your chin. Breathe here. Feel your glutes burning a little. And slowly release. Unclasp your hands. Lower your back and hips one vertebra at a time. Remove the blocks if you have blocks placed in between your legs. From here, bring your knees towards your chest. Clasp your hands in front of the knees. And just sway or roll side to side, massaging your back, your lower back, mid back, and upper back. Maybe closing your eyes. And we're going to do supine spinal twist. So bring the knees towards the left. Left hand resting onto the right knee. Your right arm reaching up towards the right. Feel the twist onto the side body. Just 5 breaths here. Breathing in and out through the belly. Closing your eyes maybe. And slowly release. Bring the knees back to center. And then bring it towards the right. Right hand onto the left knee. Left arm reaching up towards the left. Shoulders down. Feel the stretch onto the obliques or the side body. Gaze either up or rotate your neck. Gaze toward your left fingertips or even closing your eyes. Breathing in and out through the belly, through the nose. Find that relaxation on this twist. And slowly release. Now from here, we're going to bring our soles of the feet facing up the ceiling. Bend the knees, bringing the thighs towards your chest. Grab the outer parts of your feet with your hands and keep pressing onto the soles of the feet, bringing the knees towards your armpits, shoulders down. Back of the head stays on the mat, so you're not bringing your chin up, so you're not really making a curve on the back of your neck, your cervical spine. So this is Ananda Balasana, happy baby. It's good to stretch or opening up your hamstrings, feeling the engagement on the quads as well. It's good for the lower back. And it's a very relaxing pose. You can also rock from side to side, just like a happy baby. Massaging your lower back, most especially. And just 5 to 10 breaths. And we headed into Savasana, our final resting pose. Release your legs. Bring them out to the side. Arms to the side. Close your eyes for Savasana. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your wrist, your hands. Bring your awareness to your chest, telling just to relax your belly, your lower back most especially, doing all the work today. Your pelvis, your hips, relax. Bring your legs, your lower legs, your ankles and your feet into relaxation. Relaxing your facial muscles as well, your eyes, your eyebrows. Start to slowing down your breath and just come into full relaxation. And whenever you're ready, start to roll your wrist, rotating into one side, and also your ankles, rotating outwards. And to the opposite direction, rotating inwards, your ankles and your wrists. Straighten your legs, straighten your arms, bring your arms over your head and stretch and release. Roll on to your right side or the side of your choice. And with one hand, press yourself up. Find your sitting pose. Bring the hands on a prayer position in front of your heart. Inhaling deeply through your nose and exhale deeply through your nose. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands in between your eyebrows, your third eye. And slowly bowing down. Namaste. Thank you so much, Sanya. I think I forgot to mention my name in the beginning of the practice. It's my self-evaluation. like just a little bit. And then I said 30 minutes, but then it ended up 40 minutes or more. So that's a little no. And I was a little bit nervous, to be honest. So I couldn't find my words at the very beginning. And then, sorry. And then the Dhanurasana, I think I got a tongue twist there as well. Dhanurasana. And I supposed to put like a Bhujangasana prep, like a prog pose to prepare the quads, but I forgot to do it. So that's yeah, I think I missed. So yeah, you can say a little bit, and then we can do your.
I didn't notice any of those that you were saying.
Oh,
For
really?
me, it's really good. Yeah, it was a fantastic practice. Thank you, Kaisel, as usual. I
Thank you.
can
And
say.
how is the microphone, by the way? This is the very cheapest microphone that I got. It was good. It wasn't loud. It wasn't.
Hey,
Oh,
good.
nice.
Can
Okay.
count on it.
Thank you. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do yours.
Yes. Just
Okay.
give me 1 minute and I come back. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
sure. Thank you.